Hi there, it's Rachel from ScrapeaHappy.blogspot.com with another Let's Get Crafty video. Today I'm going to feature this cute little Christmas card, so let's get crafty. Today's project is featuring these cards already made with their envelopes from Recollections. I got this at 50% off at Michael's with a coupon when they had one. So it was $8 for 50 sets, so 50 cards with the matching envelope. And then today's project is also featuring this DCWV, the Christmas Combo printed mat stack. And what I like about these mat stacks is that they're perfect for Christmas cards and the paper's all coordinated. Now this is a real Christmassy style, or a very vintage, more traditional style Christmas paper that is in this, so I find it a little bit more challenging in a way to work with. These ones are a little more modern looking, but some of these muted colors I find a little hard to work with. However, I was able to come up with a card, and that's what we're going to make today. So first off, what I did is I took the cardstock. You can see, or the card, it's a bit of a brown color, so then I went through my pack of paper and picked out this paper. Now I cut this 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then they had this pattern paper in there that had this cute little reindeer like this. So I just cut that out, and that's going to be the strip that goes across the bottom here. And then I had some scrap piece of paper, and I took my border punch, my apron lace Fiskars border punch, and just punched along the edge there. So what I'm going to do is just attach that together. Okay, and then I'm just, because I did that little accident there, trim that like this, and then that's going to just go across like that. So I'm just going to put this down along the border, bottom, like this, and then I'm going to trim it. There we go. So then what I did is I cut out, this is another piece of paper from that stack, and you can see the colors work really well with this cardstock base, and I cut this out from the Forever Young cartridge, and it's one of the scallops. It's on the bottom row, it's the second to last button, and I just actually scaled it in Design Studio so that it would fit. And just to add a little bit more interest, what I went ahead and did is took my white pen here, and I just went along the edges like this. Now I'm off a little bit, just around the edges to give it a little bit more interest and focus to the circle, being that there is that holly in behind there. So I think that just makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so there we go. And then what I went ahead and did is I pop dotted the shape up. Okay, and it just goes on the top left hand, or the top center. There we go. Now this little deer is cut out from the Create a Critter cartridge, and it's just the first layer, and I didn't want to do the other layers, I just wanted to keep it simple. So what I went ahead and did is then took my googly eyes here, just take one out, and I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. However, I'm really finding that this thing is clogging up. I always keep the lid on, but it's clogging up. So if anybody has some tips out there and would pass along to me what you do to stop it from doing that, please let me know. Okay, so what you'll also notice is that I went around the deer just to give it a little bit more dimension and inked the edges. So I also pop dotted the deer up. Like so. Okay, pop dotted the ear. Okay. Stick that on there like so. Okay, then the next step was to take my Studio G glitter glue and just make it have a little red nose so it looks like Rudolph. And then the last step is I took this Studio G stamp, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and I actually used my Stays On ink, and I've already gone ahead and stamped it onto cream cardstock. Being that this is sort of a muted Christmas color card, I didn't want to use white because it would just be too much of a contrast and take away most likely from my reindeer border there. So I just cut that out with my paper trimmer here. And again, I'm going pop dot crazy, and that's a little bit, use my scissors and eyeball it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to take my pop dots again, and it's just going to get glued down to the center here of the card. And then the last step is just to go around and do some white faux stitching, just to do that little bit extra of a detail. And there is our finished Christmas card. Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Let's Get Crafty, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.